Okay, question 4, 2022. Let's look at the grading. Part A is worth 5, part B is worth 10, there's 2 parts to that, and part C is worth 5, and there's 2 parts to that. Okay, let's get stuck in. We're given 3 triangles, A, B and C. The given lengths of the sides of each triangle are in centimeters, where x and y are positive integers or natural numbers. In this question, take perimeter to mean the length of the perimeter. Great. Let's see what we're being asked. The perimeter of triangle A is 8. 2 of the sides have lengths 2 and 3.5 respectively as shown. So here we have this split attention where you're given the same information in 2 places. You do need to kind of manage that and try not to have to process all the information twice. So to learn when the text is telling you what you already know, to kind of read through it quickly. Work out the length of the third side. Okay, so it's straightforward enough. The total is 8, and the individual components, 2 of them that we know are 2 and 3.5. So as long as we do this calculation, we will have the answer. Okay, so we're at 6. The answer should be 2.5 centimeters. Write down the perimeter of triangle B in terms of x. So we're going to add up 2x and 1, 2x and 3. We're going to add these up. So when you add up the x's, you get 4x, and when you add up the numbers, you get plus 4. Okay. So let's see how we're doing so far. The official marking scheme, or let's apply the marking scheme to what we have done so far. Okay, so we have 2.5 centimeters correct. We'll give ourselves 5 out of 5 for that. And in the second part, we got 4x plus 4. Hold on now a minute, I need to finish this out, don't I? Okay, so the perimeter of triangle B is 24 centimeters. Use this to work out the value of x. So I'm going to go 4x plus 4 equals 24. We could divide across by 4 now, or we could transpose the 4. Most of us are going to transpose the 4, so we're going to get 4x equals 20. I'll just do that as a rough work, equals 20, and divide down by 4, x equals 5. Okay, just want to show you the alternative. Divide across by 4, because you can, and then take away the 1, x equals 5. So just beware, there are choices, and if you can see multiplicity all the way across, then it is an opportunity to divide out the 4. Where we wouldn't divide by 4 would be if there was any fractions generated. Okay, and we get x equals 5. Now let's see how we're doing. So we got 4x plus 4 for the first bit, and furthermore we solved it to x equals 5. When you see the centimeter in bracket there, it means it was not necessary. You didn't have to put it in. However, I am annoyed at myself, and I should have been careful to check for units here. Okay, we get 10 out of 10 for that. And we move on. The perimeter of the 3 triangles A, B and C form a linear sequence. Triangle C has the largest perimeter. I don't think they had to tell us that, because, oh no, they did. The perimeter of triangle C is k centimeters, where k is a natural number. Find the value of k. Okay, so we know that x, so we need to apply this 5 centimeters to understand the perimeter of this triangle B. Okay, now we know its perimeter is 4x plus 4, so let's drop the 5 in here. Actually, indeed, the perimeter, there's no need to, because they've told us here it's 24. So we have 8 goes to 24, and the question is, first of all, what is this? We know it's k, but what is it? Okay, so 24 take away 8. So if we think this in terms of differences, 24 take away 8 is 16. And because it's a linear sequence, we know we're adding on 16 again. Okay, so we can say that k is equal to 24 plus 16, which is equal to 40. Okay, we've that done. Hence work out the value of y. So now what we can do is we can work out the perimeter algebraically, and we have y squared and y squared plus 3 and 5. Let's add them up. You have y squared plus 3 and 5. So we have 2y squared plus 8. And 2y squared plus 8 equals 40. 2y squared equals, so we're trying to eliminate, isolate y. 2y squared equals 32. Y squared equals 16. Now y equals, the square root of 16 is 4. I wanted to consider, okay, they've told us to, I wanted to consider should I give minus 4 as one of the answers. And if they had said z here, I would have had to give minus 4 as a possible answer, but they didn't. Okay, so y is equal to 4 because I've gone back and checked the stipulation there that your answer should be a natural number. So we're done. We can check something. We can make sure 16 and 19 and 5, we can make sure it does indeed add up to what it's supposed to add up to, which is 40. Let me just double check before I move on. Now, I'd say this kind of thing you can do towards the end of the exam if you have 10, 15, 20 minutes to look back over your paper. 16 and 5, 21. Yeah, it works. It's definitely right. Okay, and if I hadn't made any mistake, it was always going to be right. There was no later on, or certainly in Leaving Cert and sometimes in Junior Cert, you can do steps like taking a square root where you can introduce what's called an erroneous solution. So there are times in algebra where your answers need to be checked against the original context, and some of them need to be discarded. Not the case here. The answer is 4. Let's see how we're doing. And again, you're seeing an awful lot of work for 5 marks. This is an example of making trying to keep standards up across this country year by year. So they take a difficult question and they make it worth almost nothing. Frustrating, but that's the way it is. Okay, so we got y equals 4 centimeters being optional. We got 40, and we had already got that. So you get 5 out of 5 for all that work. Okay, students, as always, I will see you in the next one.